So we have a pretty big news day in the world of Magic today, and there's a few things that I just wanted to kind of give you my thoughts on because there's lots of stuff to take in today. So we had a large portion of the upcoming Magic products in 2024 previewed today, and starting off with them, it looks like we have Ravnica Remastered. Seems like there's a little bit confusion right now regarding whether this is going to be just an arena set or if it's going to be in paper as well. Uh, if it's on Arena, that's fine. I mean, we get more Arena cards. To me, that's not really big news. If it's on paper, that's also cool, but I find it hard to get too excited about this if it's on paper because the Ravnica sets, they aren't really that old, and we keep going back to them over and over, so it's kind of like, here's Ravnica again. But, you know, for people that want more Ravnica, that's good for them. And that's kind of the same idea with this next thing, Murders at Karlov Manor. So from what I can tell, this is a standard set that takes place on the Ravnica plane. However, it's not about the guilds like pretty much every Ravnica thing has been in the past. But this is kind of like a murder mystery that takes place on Ravnica, which is kind of cool. Like it's a different take on Ravnica, so that's something at least. It's not just, you know, here's more guilds on Ravnica, the same thing we've done, you know, 3 times in the past. So at least something different. At the moment, I'm not terribly excited about this one either, but I'll wait till we get more info to make a full judgment on that. And then apparently we're getting some Fallout Commander decks for the Universes Beyond thing, similar to, I guess, the Warhammer decks, the Doctor Who decks, the Lord of the Rings ones. So from what I can tell, this is just precons, not like a set or anything, but it's Fallout precons. I think that's pretty cool. I know there's a lot of fans of Fallout. Actually, one big fan is Tragic MTG. It's another YouTube channel. I think he's a pretty big fan of Fallout, so I'm sure he'll be excited for this one. I've never really played much of the Fallout games myself, but you know, they definitely have lots of lore that could work within the mechanics of Magic cards, so I think that should probably be pretty well received. And then after that, we have what looks like the Wild West plane, Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This has kind of been teased for a while. You know, there's been a bit of chatter about an upcoming Wild West plane, and I guess this must be that. One thing I want to point out is Outlaws of Thunder Junction and also Murders at Karlov Manor. Those names they seem really wordy to me. It reminds me of Streets of New Capenna, and I'm kind of a fan of the 1- and 2-word names for sets. It's just a personal pet peeve, I guess, but that's alright. It's just a small thing. So once again with this one, this is kind of a recurring thing. Like, I'm not terribly excited for this, but maybe I'll like it, who knows. Like, I'm not a huge Wild West fan, but there could be cool stuff in here for me. And then after that, we've got Modern Horizons 3, another thing that probably everybody saw coming. Hopefully it's not gonna completely change the format like Modern Horizons 2 did, but I'm pretty sure that it is going to. But basically this is going to be when Modern rotates. I'm sure these packs are going to be super expensive, and they're going to have lots of super powerful cards in them, lots of Modern staples that everyone needs, probably good stuff for Commander as well. I'm sure that's going to be a set that performs well. Then we have an Assassin's Creed crossover. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Is it just a secret lair, or is it Commander decks? I don't have a whole lot of information on this one, but I remember there was talk of this a while ago about there being an Assassin's Creed crossover, and I guess we're getting that in 2024. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of Assassin's Creed fans as well. This is something that I see doing well also, similar to, you know, the Fallout kind of stuff. So then after that, we have something that is more interesting to me, this set Bloomburrow. From what I can tell, this is, you know, a standard set that takes place on a new plane where, as far as I can tell, there are no human characters. People are saying that it's similar to the Redwall franchise, which is pretty cool, I think. Like, it reminds me a little bit like something kind of thematic similar to Eldraine and Lorwyn, that kind of thing, and I like sets like that. I think this set seems pretty interesting, and this is the one out of everything so far that I'm most interested to see more about. I imagine we're probably going to get lots of more squirrel tribal stuff in this one, maybe some mouse tribal too, who knows. And then there's Duskmourn, House of Horror. So it looks like this is another standard set, which is the entire plane is one giant house of horrors, essentially, like a ghostly mansion kind of thing. And I guess the thing with this set is that it's supposed to draw from modern horror tropes and ideas and that kind of thing, and that's kind of what would set it apart from something like Innistrad, which is more gothic horror. It immediately does look very similar to Innistrad, but I'm sure that they've put a lot of work in the set to make it its own kind of thing, and this one is pretty interesting as well, just to see what they've done to make it stand out on its own. So it'll be cool to see some more info about this one as well. And then for some later on products, we don't have as much info about these, but apparently we are going back to Tarkir, which is pretty cool. I didn't realize it had been like a decade since we went to Tarkir. A lot of people like that plane. The first time I went to it, I wasn't really too into it, but it's old enough to have the nostalgia factor at this point, so Tarkir is a good plane to go back to, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. But then the one that I'm the most excited about is we're finally going back to Lorwyn. People have been wanting this for so long, and I don't know why we're only getting to it now. Like, we've been to Ravnica so many times, been to Innistrad so many times. Why are we in Zendikar as well? Why are we just revisiting Lorwyn for the first time? But finally, we are going to revisit Lorwyn, so I'm quite excited for that. I wasn't playing during the first Lorwyn block, but I always thought the cards seemed really cool, so I'm excited to finally be able to experience a new Lorwyn set. And then there's one thing that I didn't touch on, but apparently in the Ixalan set that we're getting in just a few months later this year, that's one that I'm excited for because I like dinosaurs. I have a dinosaur deck, and I want more dinosaurs to put in it, but also, you know, I enjoyed the first Ixalan block, but apparently we're getting Universes Beyond crossover, similar to the Godzilla thing, where we're going to get Jurassic Park cards in Ixalan collector boosters, set boosters as well, I think, and then there's apparently going to be 2 Jurassic Park secret layers. Yeah, I'm excited for these, especially if it is similar to the Godzilla thing, where you'll just get, you know, your 1 Jurassic Park card in your collector booster, maybe 2 or something, or maybe in your set booster. I believe they're going to be mechanically unique, but if they're going to be in boosters, then there should be no problem with that. And for the secret layer, I've pretty much ignored secret layer for a long time now, because they just made so many of them that I kind of just stopped caring about secret layers. But I am interested to see what these Jurassic Park, or I shouldn't be saying Jurassic World. I've been saying Jurassic Park, but it's Jurassic World. I guess they're just going with Jurassic World because, you know, it's the movies that are being made now. It's not new. They're making Jurassic World movies, not Jurassic Park now. But anyway, I am interested to see the Jurassic World secret layers. Anyway, though, that's a small recap of the, you know, all the Magic news that we got today. As I said, it's a lot of news to take in, but it's cool to see these yearly things that they do, showing us the upcoming product. It's always a very exciting time to be a Magic player. Okay, so as I said, there's a lot of news today, and just after I finished filming this video, I found more stuff to talk about, so we'll go over that now. First though, I want to correct something I said at the beginning of the video, because I thought that the Ravnica Remastered was going to be for Arena, but apparently that's going to be an in-paper only set, I think. So basically the same kind of thing as Dominaria Remastered and Time Spiral Remastered. But my thoughts on that remain the same. Also, speaking of Masters sets, apparently in 2025 we can look forward to Innistrad Remastered. I kind of feel the same way about this set as I do about Ravnica Remastered, is that it's cool, but at the same time it hasn't been that long since we went to Innistrad, so it kind of seems a bit early to have a remastered set, but I guess we're getting that. Other news though, and this is a big one, is we got some more information about the Final Fantasy set coming out in 2025. And we didn't know whether this was just going to be like a secret lair or something, but apparently this is going to be a full set of Final Fantasy, similar to Lord of the Rings. And this is something I'm really excited for, because I am a fan of Final Fantasy. You know, I played many of the games back in the day, and I think a full set of Final Fantasy has a lot of potential. Maybe we could see some more Amano artwork. That would be pretty cool. You know, like the Amano Japanese Liliana Dreadhorde General from War of the Spark, which is a pretty desirable card. It's kind of interesting though for this to be a full set, because Final Fantasy does have its own like full card game, so I kind of saw that as being a competitor to Magic, but maybe it's not so much. But either way, I guess they figured that out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that set. Anyway though, if you're still watching, thanks for watching. It'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I'd encourage everyone to come join my Discord server. You can find a link to that in the video description below. And in the video description, you can also find my affiliate links for Dragon Shield. In case you'd like to purchase any gaming supplies, you can follow those links and help out the channel while you do so. And if you'd like to purchase any Magic cards, you can get those by going to face2facegames.com. They're a sponsor of the channel, and they're also the largest Magic store in Canada. And if you use code 8thPlaceDave at the checkout, you can save 5% on your order. I'd also just like to take a moment to thank all the patrons who support me on Patreon. But otherwise though, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.